I was born in a place where sunlight is basically a myth. Like, you know how humans go, oh, the ocean is so blue. Yeah, down here where I'm from, blue isn't even a concept. I came into the world deep in the ocean, way below the last sad little ray of sunshine, in the part people literally call the midnight zone. Very on brand. And I didn't hatch from cute floating eggs like other jellyfish. Nope, I grew inside my mom, tucked under her giant bell, pressed up near her mouth. And here's the part that always makes humans do a double take. That mouth wasn't just for eating, it was also my exit. Yeah, I was born through my mom's mouth. Nature is wild. Anyway, welcome to my life. I'm a giant phantom jellyfish, aka Stygiomedusa gigantea. And here's why it really sucks to be me. First off, I didn't get a baby jelly phase where I'm tiny and safe and drifting around like a harmless little blob. Nope, I spawned into existence like congrats, you're already a full Medusa. Good luck. No nursery, no hiding spot, just cold water, crushing darkness and vibes. My neighborhood, somewhere between 3,300 feet and 22,000 feet deep. It's always dark, always cold, always quiet, which sounds peaceful until you realize it's also basically an empty parking lot where anything can roll up on you at any time. And you'd think being huge would help, right? My bell can get over 1 meter or 3.3 feet wide. My arms can reach up to 10 meters or 33 feet long. That sounds powerful until you remember the key detail. I'm not fast, I'm not agile. I'm basically a slow motion curtain with commitment issues. Picture trying to move with 4 ribbon arms trailing behind you, each one longer than a bus. I don't swim, I pulse, slowly, like I'm underwater doing Tai Chi. So if danger shows up, I can't sprint away, I can't duck behind a rock. There is no rock, there is no cover, it's open water. Now, add one more fun detail. I'm a faint blood red color. Humans think that's cool and honestly, fair. But down here, red light doesn't travel far, so red looks black, which means I'm basically wearing deep sea camouflage. Until a research vehicle shows up and hits me with the marine equivalent of high beam headlights. Then I'm like, surprise, here's a giant ghost jelly in 4K. And I don't ask for that spotlight, by the way. I've only been spotted about 120 times since 1899, not because I'm necessarily rare, but because humans don't exactly hang out at 20,000 feet underwater. Every time I'm seen, it's because a machine found me, so I'm minding my business and suddenly I'm trending. Also, everyone assumes jellyfish sting. I don't, not really. I don't have those classic stinging tentacles that ruin beach days. My arms are more like long, soft ribbons. I catch prey by wrapping them up and guiding them toward my mouth, which sounds simple until you remember it's pitch black. Food is scarce. I move like I'm buffering. And if I miss, that meal is gone and I'm back to waiting in the void. Because yes, eating plankton is harder than it sounds when you're basically the size of a dining table with 4 33-foot scarves. I need a lot of food to maintain this big gelatinous body, but the deep sea is not a buffet. It's more like, congratulations, here's 1 shrimp every 3 business days. So I can't chase food. I can't hunt efficiently. I just drift and hope the universe delivers something edible to my face. Oh, and my mouth? Even that is complicated. It isn't super obvious like on other jellies, and scientists still debate parts of my feeding structure because they almost never catch me in the act. Imagine living your entire life and people are like, not sure how you eat, but we have theories. Love that for me. And then there's pressure. I can live as deep as 6,700 meters or 22,000 feet. The pressure down there would crush most animals like a soda can. I survive because my body is soft and squishy and gelatinous, which is great for pressure, but also means I'm kind of fragile. One wrong bump, one sharp thing, one careless pass from a submersible, and it's oops, there goes part of my arm. Also, I was first collected in 1899, and scientists didn't even realize I was a new species until around 60 years later. I existed. I was huge. I was down here living my best haunted life, and humans were like, we'll name it later. Even now, most of what humans know about me comes from rare deep-sea footage. ROVs, submersibles, chance encounters. Thousands of dives happen, and I'm still barely seen. Which leads to the weirdest part. My entire existence is basically filed under probably common worldwide except the Arctic, probably harmless, probably important, probably doing something cool down here, maybe, possibly, who knows? No clear population numbers, no big protection plans, no dramatic conservation posters with my face on them. Just vibes, just mystery, just me being a giant question mark with ribbons. And humans are obsessed with making me the villain. I get called scary. People compare me to Darth Vader. They see my bell and my arms and go, "That's a monster." Meanwhile, I'm just floating like, "Sir, I'm a gentle gelatinous sheet trying to catch plankton. Relax." Now, let's talk about the worst part, the birth situation. I'm viviparous, which is already rare for jellyfish. I don't just release eggs into the water and hope for the best. My babies grow inside me. They develop under my belly, fully forming as tiny medusae, drifting along with me. And when they're ready, they exit through my mouth. Yes, again, mouth birth, same opening I use to eat. So, while I'm carrying babies, feeding becomes harder, slower, sometimes basically impossible, which means I'm drifting through a food-poor ocean already struggling, while also running an internal baby factory. And birth isn't quick. It's not like, boop, done. It's one by one, and during that whole time I can't exactly protect myself. I'm vulnerable, exposed, in the deep sea where weakness is a terrible lifestyle choice. Then after that, no bonding, no childcare, no text me when you get home. They pop out and immediately start the same brutal life. Darkness, pressure, hunger, loneliness. Most won't survive long. That's just how it works down here. The deep sea does not do happy endings. It does survival. Sometimes small fish even hide in my arms. Pelagic Brotula fish have been seen weaving through my ribbons like I'm a moving apartment complex. They use me as shelter because there aren't many places to hide. Some researchers think they might clean parasites off me in return. Maybe. Or maybe they're freeloaders and I'm a haunted bus stop. Hard to say. And yes, I can glow faintly when light hits me, a kind of orange-red bioluminescence. Do scientists know why? Not really. Maybe it scares predators, maybe it attracts prey, maybe it's communication. Maybe it does absolutely nothing and I'm just accidentally sparkly. Love that mystery for me. Also, I've been filmed in places like Antarctica, California, Costa Rica, the Gulf of California, and the Southern Ocean. Basically wherever research happens. People assume I mostly live in the South, but honestly, I go where the currents take me. I don't choose. I'm not traveling, I'm being moved. And here's the real thing. Humans can't come down here. They send machines. So everything known about me depends on cameras, lights, and pure luck. If the machines don't come, I vanish from human knowledge. If they come too much, I get blasted with light, stressed, exposed, disturbed. Either way, I'm stuck being a ghost jelly in a world that only notices me when I accidentally wander into a spotlight. So yeah, why does it suck to be a giant phantom jellyfish? Because being big doesn't mean being safe. Being rarely seen doesn't mean being protected. And being a ghost of the deep mostly means surviving in silence, under pressure, in hunger, in darkness. While the world above sees you for 5 seconds on a screen and goes, ew, and scrolls past. If you made it this far into my cursed little deep sea diary, tell me, what surprised you most about my life down here? Drop it in the comments, and if you like real ocean creatures that sound fake, like the video, subscribe and stick around, because this planet is full of what even is that animals, and I'm just one of them.